The perfume that your mother wears on outings, the freshness of dewy mornings at the campgrounds, the comforting scent of tan bark we played in as kids. When these familiar scents hit my nose, forgotten memories return and replay. Scents tell stories, carrying the journeys and perspectives that molded who we are today. I'm a senior and I'm currently applying to colleges, and that was the first paragraph of my personal essay. And I thought it was really cool because it matches the topic of this video. And I have a pretty large collection of perfumes, if I do say so myself. If I were to only pick 5 and drop the rest, this is what I would pick. The first scent that I would pick to come with me is the replica Lazy Sunday Morning. And this scent really makes you think you just woke up in your bed, it's clean, the sun is beaming into your room, you have nothing to do, and you just enjoy it. That's what this scent reminds me of. It has a very linen-y scent, which makes you think bed sheets and cleanliness, and it also has florals, and it also has white musk to give you that comforting feeling. And I think this really evokes that. I believe it's just a really nice, clean scent that is unisex. And this is my first ever fragrance that I bought. I bought it with my first paycheck from my part-time in freshman year. And yeah, it's very meaningful to me. This is actually my second bottle. I bought it for $30 at CVS because I saw it behind the cashier. I'm like, oh, that's 70% off, yeah. That was $30, it was pretty crazy fine. So check your CVS maybe. The next scent that I would pick out of my whole collection is Diptyque d'Ozoin. Think walking around a lake that's surrounded by the woods. And then you get a whiff of this giant jasmine bush and also orange blossoms. Like, I don't really know how to describe it, but yeah, it's not the most light walking through like a fresh floral garden. It's not that type of floral. I think it's more heavier floral, which is why I like it for more of the colder months. And it's also eau de parfum, unlike the Lazy Sunday Morning, which makes it more long-lasting. The Lazy Sunday Morning doesn't really last, and that kind of sucks, but it's also like, if you want a cleaner scent, I think, you know. But this one it's a little heavier, got some heft to it. And it's also meaningful to me because I went out with my friend. I was just hanging out, we went to Nordstrom, she introduced me to Diptyque. I was like, oh, I really like the bottles. So I sniffed like every single one of them, and then I ended up putting this one and another one on my arm, but I just kept sniffing this one for like the next 2 hours while we went around. And yeah, I kind of impulse bought it, but I mean, look at the bottle. It was in this really nice limited edition bottle. I believe they bring it back every year, but yeah. My third perfume that I would pick is this Tambourines Holy Metal. It's in this really nice egg form. Think of like a stainless steel pan, but then you like drip lemon juice on it. You put on herbs and a bark of wood, if that makes sense. I really hope that did, but yeah. This has notes of, I'm gonna list it: cypress, sage, metallic notes, incense, woody notes, and musk. The notes are kind of vague, but I hope my explanation helps. Think of, it really kind of does smell like cool metal. And when I think of someone wearing it for boys, I think this really cheeky, like kind of lighthearted, goofy, outgoing type of person. It is a very light scent. And then for girls, I think of like very cool, hip style, maybe like a bleached brow, kind of. That's the type of vibe I get from it. It's clean, but it's still interesting. That's my point. I got it in Korea, and when it was in the summer, I really liked this. Right now it's fall, I still enjoy this, but I don't know about the colder months since it's not the heaviest, but I can see myself wearing it. My fourth fragrance is this Blackberry and Bay by Jo Malone. I found that I don't really like finish full bottles, so I wanted to like not waste so much money buying the bigger bottles. Like if I let it expire, it's kind of a waste, but Yeah, I have the travel size of this. Think of this scent as you just washed these very, very dark blackberries with cold, icy water, and then you pick one out right after you wash it and you just bite into it. That's the type of vibe I get from this. It does smell like kind of spiky, thorny, like the blackberry bush almost, but also sort of aquatic. The notes on this are blackberry and bay, surprising, and then cedarwood. This was a gift from my aunt for Christmas, which is why I really like it. My fifth fragrance is actually one that I made by myself. I got into perfumery as a hobby in my sophomore year because my mom got sick of me buying so much perfume because they're expensive. So I decided to make my own, and this is one of those that I created myself. And my inspiration for this was hills in California. They are very dry. We don't have many green hills. All of them are like yellow. Think of you're like walking through these hills, it's blue sky, and the sun is about to set. It's not exactly setting yet, but it's about to set. Your shadows are getting longer and you just catch this breeze. That would be this scent. This is my favorite scent that I've ever created, and I actually made 3 of these. So this is my first one. It has this Eugene sticker that I got from the album. This one, I miscalculated the ratios, so it doesn't really have that much actual fragrance in it, so it doesn't have much oil in it, so it's very weak. So right now, I use it more as like a room spray kind. And then I made one for my grandmother. You can't really smell, but I know that she knows. I know that she knows that I have good taste. And I made one more for myself. I feel like I kind of tweaked this, but yeah, this one actually has like eau de parfum levels of oil, around 15 to 20%, I believe. And the notes that I used for this, a mix of chamomile, vetiver, lavender, jasmine, salt, and sandalwood. So they're all sort of lighter. I think lavender really brought it from sort of heavy to like piercing, like think blades of grass, kind of like dry grass. And one honorable mention that I would like to give is this Jo Malone Mimosa Cardamom. This has a special place in my heart because I got my driver's license with this fragrance, and I think that's just kind of funny. Sometimes I put this on before I study to like as like a training fragrance for my mind to get this stimuli and then be like, you gotta lock it. That was my honorable mention. I do have a lot more that I like, but it's just these perfumes really have a special place in my heart. Yeah, and I hope you check out some of these fragrances. Maybe not a lot of them. You can really see my taste in these fragrances, a little bit more light, a little bit more floral-y, woody, that kind of scent. I hope this video helped, and have a good day.